Hello everybody, welcome to another 4WC match. Right now we have Brazil versus Ukraine, CA versus C24. Brazil having been upset by Norway last week, and Ukraine losing to, I believe it was France, so pretty interesting matchup we have on our hands, so you'd have to say Brazil is definitely the favorites in this match. Yeah, for now, we are just waiting on the players to join the lobby, but this is going to be a pretty interesting match. I think we will most likely see Brazil going into the more mechanics maps, and we might see Ukraine going a bit more into the gimmick-sided maps. There is a pretty significant speed difference between both of these teams, but still, anything can happen. Brazil primarily strong on, I guess, aim, hard rock, and tapping, whereas Ukraine, just by looking at the qualifier results, pretty good at tech, they're okay at hidden, and they're fairly solid at aim, but qualifier results don't paint the full picture. So we will see how this goes. And we have already the first ban coming from Ukraine, that being free mod 3, and the first one for Brazil being no mod 1. So, pretty interesting bans, and now the first pick going towards Ukraine. Maybe we'll see a hard rock 2 getting picked straight away here for Ukraine. Let's see. Both teams are very strong, to say the least. Brazil does have quite a bit of its WC roster, I think, primarily Lirumin, we have Main, we have Hajiro as well. So three of the players are from the OWC roster. And okay, completely scrap what I just said. Ukraine is going straight for the number 2. I didn't expect Ukraine to pick into the tapping, but here we are. This being 210 BPM, very different from the qualifiers on mod 2, so it'll be interesting to see what Ukraine can cook up on this map. And maybe a good result on this map might make them go towards a no mod 5 later on in the match. But we will see. It may depend on the results. Everyone coming in. We have on Ukraine, Ryan Ruffling, No One Loves, we have Roll Monster, and As Is Here. And for Brazil, I think to round out this No Mod 2 roster, we might have Tequila Baby coming in. Maybe we might still have a swap coming in from Ukraine. We might see Shadow Free coming in on this map, but we'll see it. Brian Ruffling is a name change. They used to be Kirby Twisters. Okay. A final player for Brazil is actually Nil. I guess that does make pretty good sense. So we'll focus on the tapping. Deluxe Exchange, and we are getting into the first map of this matchup, which is also the final matchup of the weekend. Brazil versus Ukraine, and it is time for the map to start. Oh, the accuracy for the side of Ukraine, no very early breaks because she's struggling with some early accuracy drops. We also see Crow Monster and Assist struggle with their accuracy very early on, and the accuracy does go back into the favor of Brazil, but it is very early doors on also a pretty short map, so these accuracy drops could entail a lack of comfortability, but we do see the Fawns, also known as Mania, finding the first break of the match. Everyone else holding on pretty well, though we do see some accuracy struggles coming in from especially from Crow Monster and Mania do both break, but that does favor Brazil. But Mania is fighting some more breaks, so that is a slight common advantage to the side of Ukraine. And Lucas and Lina also break. It is 3 of these up against only 1 on Little Ming. This is a pretty good start for Ukraine. Halfway through the map, and Ukraine is looking poised to take this, but still no ways to go in the map. A little bit of combo to build up their score now, a little bit of free combo I should say, not combo. Going into the next stream section, No One Loves does find a break, so that is 1 break traded by Ukraine. But it is still 1 FC up against 2, and we do have Pro Monsters still holding on to that recovery combo, mainly finding on the break. Look how everyone breaking bar and Little Ming certainly plus on to an FC on Brazil. We have Ryan Ruffling hold breaking, and so Assist it's just 1 FC up against none. But I think it's too little too late, because Crow Monster is still holding on to that recovery combo for Ukraine, and even Little Ming's FC won't be enough. So, Ukraine starting off with that pick being 1, but will Little Ming be able to close out this FC? Looking like he is going to do so, and that is a very nice FC from Little Ming, but unfortunately, just not enough to take this win for Brazil. Ukraine with a very strong team performance, 3 players at 6, everyone above 500k pretty much, 498k, let's just call that 500k. So, pretty good scores all around, and but particularly Lukash is struggling a lot on that accuracy. I don't think it's someone you would necessarily expect to play this map, but he definitely did give it his all. And, well, Ukraine just a pretty good team performance. You do have No One Loves also on that S rank, but yep, huge sign out by Little Ming on that FC. And Brazil's going straight for that free mod 2 pick, which is honestly a pretty good pick for Brazil. CS5 AR8. Ukraine can also definitely contest this though. They do have, I presume Shadow Freak would probably take Hidden on this, and I guess Yerema would take Hard Rock. I'm not entirely sure on that Hard Rock though, but it should be Shadow Freak on the Hidden at least. It seems like everyone has come in. We have Little Ming, main Lucas on the side of Brazil, and we have on Ukraine, we have Yerema, No One Loves, Shadow Freak, and Ryan Ruffling. So we'll probably see Little Ming on the Hidden and Afro on the Hard Rock, and maybe the other 2 on the Nomads. So I think we could easily see another mod on Hard Rock on this map in particular, and then for Ukraine, probably Shadow Freak on the Hidden, Ryan Ruffling maybe on the Hard Rock. And Yerem as well. Let's see. Well, it seems like I don't know if I should say Magneto Shadow Freak, but I'll just go with Magneto then. Magneto going with the No Mod, Yerem on the Hidden actually. Okay, so No One Loves and Ryan Ruffling on the Hard Rock. After no one needs to get into the map. Seems like are we getting an abort? The Mania and Littering aren't playing. I think we're aborting. Okay. Okay, Afro's internet died. Okay. We'll be getting back into the map soon. Just a few disconnection issues into that moment. Getting into the map for real now. Couple of early breaks from Mani and Yarema. However, Mani is on the normal and Yarema is on the hidden. Slight early lead for Ukraine, but again, this shouldn't matter too much. It is a short map, but it's exactly the same combo for both teams. And Afro and RO16 trade, but Magnata does also trade that break, so it is a massive combo advantage now for Brazil. 2 FCs up against none, there is a recovery on Yarema though. But that lead on Brazil is building up quite quickly already at over 100,000 points. Littering and Lukaku holding on to those FCs. Littering does find a break, so it's just Lukaku holding on for Brazil now, and Yarema does find a break on that recovery combo. There are no more combos left on Ukraine. Osmani and Lukaku are holding on for Brazil, and this is looking very good for Brazil. Lukaku does find a break, so there are no more FCs on Brazil. This does give a slight avenue for Ukraine, but no one can build up any sort of combo in the match. It's only Mania now on the recovery combo, but that is about it. And Yarema finds a break on that largest Ukraine combo. There are no combos anywhere! And I think this seals the deal. This is Brazil's point, done and dusted. 350,000 point lead with a quarter of the map left to go. I think that is it. Afro starting to build up a pretty decent recovery combo. And the score lead is pretty stable. Slight bunch of lag, but Brazil taking this map by over 500,000 points. Magnata just missing a few notes at the end. 1-1 now. And I am joined now by Chiv. Hello, Chiv.
Yo, what's up? What's up? Oh my god. I might have
You tried to dodge
missed
commentating with me.
Yeah, I might have missed the Canada match earlier, which is kind of my bad because I overslept by like 30 minutes. But yeah, glad to be here for Ukraine versus Brazil. How's the match been going, man?
It's been pretty close so far. I mean, well, pretty close kind of. Both teams won their first picks, but in pretty dominant fashion. So as expected for your first picks. But Ukraine goes straight for DT1, so going for that tapping once again. Ukraine did pick Nomad 2, and it did beat Brazil pretty handily on that.
I see. Yeah, there's some great tapping players on this Ukraine roster. At least from what I know, I feel like no one loves. Kind of actually been like one of the highlight players of Ukraine this tournament. He's pretty good tapping, and players like Kirby Twister, like have historically been very good as well. So no surprise there. And on the side for like, I guess Brazil, they have a lot of really strong like kind of like all in tech control players. I think everyone knows Main, probably one of the best players in terms of that, probably in that skill set. But I think even other players on their team like
Afro.
Yeah, Afro's really good at it. They have I'm pretty sure Liromin's not bad as well. He's good at like actually he's pretty much like an all-rounder, so from what I know. But you're probably more familiar with the Brazilian players, so yeah.
Littering is kind of an all-rounder. He doesn't really like ult that much, but he can play flow pretty well. And he doesn't like play, but he can still combo it, to say the least. They have Lukaku, who's also pretty solid in these old style maps. Hajira can also play it, but it kind of depends. But on tapping itself, I think the expected lineup would probably be Little Ming, Main, Lino, and the last one I would honestly expect to see Tequila Baby in, or Kajiro. But Lukashu might feel a bit more confident on this map. He wasn't feeling too great on number 2. But you know, it's a different map, different BPM, different AR, different everything. So maybe he'll pick up on this map.
Yeah, I feel like
And I misclicked.
like,
my bad.
oh, you're good, you're good. Just looking at the Brazilian roster, you know, probably I always expect the missing players. I feel like the Tequila Baby is actually like, isn't he actually very good at tapping? Might just not be here.
He definitely is. He should be in for this. Maybe he's just unable to show up. Let me check if he is online.
Yeah. Same with I feel like Kagura can also play tapping, no?
Yeah,
Like,
Tequila Baby is online. Let's see Kajura if they're online.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of them are online. We'll see it.
Kinda-
I think Lukashu would
surprising.
definitely be Kajura will definitely be more comfortable on DT. I mean, not Kajura, Lukashu will definitely be more comfortable on DT. As I say, like, he does find a break, but
Yeah.
Ukraine not really faring much better. They're on 3 misses already, whilst Brazil's on 3 FCs, so.
Oh, ADS Grand Finals, yeah, I forgot he's playing. Oh, isn't Kaigo also playing that as well, probably?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they both made it pretty far in that tournament. Oh, that makes so much. That makes a lot of difference for this match because I feel like those two are like very important players for Brazil, and yeah, Raphael XDP as well.
oh.
Those are like, that's a really big chunk of the core gone for Brazil. Kind of just have, you know, Linyu, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Leomin and Main as well. Probably the core that you're gonna see mainly for this match as they try and win without 3 players, which is kind of crazy.
What was that break from Lino? What did you break on?
Fortunately, it looks like, yeah, I don't know what Lino missed on, but Leomin and Defiance up. Oh, there goes Main as well.
What's happening? What are these breaks?
Yeah, there's just one combo, Leomin against 3 combos on Ukraine pretty much.
Yeah, Little Ming can hold on for, if Little Ming holds on, then maybe Brazil start a shot at this, but those combos in Ukraine are looking really, really scary. But those misses from Brazil were in place that you really did not want to see them. Just over halfway through the map. But Ukraine is playing on very well. They do take over the lead now. And Chev, this is looking like a very good performance from Ukraine.
Yep. Off the back off of Asta's Q that no one loves. You know, Asta's Q actually combo gave me 95%, but it's no problem. No one loves going to be also securing a very good score for his team. Despite the misses from, you know, I have no idea how to pronounce that guy's name. I'm not even gonna try.
It's Pro Monster.
Pro Monster?
Yep, it's really.
Okay.
And hold on, wait, this is really close. Enemy breaks though! That's the FC gone! And Kovitus did also break, so it's just no one loves holding on. But will it be enough? It is really close, meaning he does find a break, so I think Ukraine has just about gotten this point. Oh, that was really close.
Yeah, they actually almost bought it back.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it's not going to be enough. Linyu actually almost going to be able to secure his team a point of that secondary combo, but it's not going to be enough. Yeah, and you have to think about, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if they just have one of their 3 players in ADS right now, they probably win this point.
Honestly, yeah, because Lukashu, as
I
you
feel like
can
he's looking a
tell,
little shaky right now. Yeah, not the best on speed.
yeah, he's not necessarily confident on tapping, but out of the players who are available, I think he's probably the best 4th player they can probably muster up right now.
Yeah,
And I think Ukraine are playing into that by picking speed. They know that Brazil's full. Oh, and Lino clearly wants to play that map again. But
yeah.
I think Ukraine are really playing into that. They want to see if they can get all the speed out of the way before the Brazil players come back in.
Anyways, we're gonna be seeing True Novel, the tech map of this pool, going to be you know, a decent deviation from the last map. You know, we talked about how Brazil is going to be leaning towards ult and tech, as long as, you know, when you have main as your core player, I feel like that's what you kind of want to lean towards. And I feel like Ukraine probably doesn't have too solid of an answer. No Roman this year, and no Sheratori means that they kind of have lost 2 of their strongest tech players.
Yeah, there was also I forgot the player's name, but it's another Rakipio.
Yeah, he's yeah, okay. And did they have an Able as well?
Yeah, I think they did last year. I don't think they do this year,
Yeah.
unless he name
Like,
changed, which seems like everyone in Ukraine did. So.
I think he's Epima, so he's actually playing, and I'm pretty sure he's pretty good at tech. So yeah, he's gonna be stepping in. Magneta
Yeah.
also gonna be coming in as well. I can't believe this guy's name is still Shadow Freak after like 2 years. Wait, did he change backwards?
I really hope he reverts one day.
He's been on his name for years now, but it's okay. Anyways, we'll see how they do. I feel like they have a pretty good shot at winning this point. This roster seems pretty strong as long as Aphrodite can be able to actually play maps, because I'm guessing this guy's like not really a speed player.
No,
But,
I mean, Afro isn't a speed player, but this is not speed at all, so I
yeah,
think
so like he can actually have an influence, which is good.
I think this is a really good tech lineup for Brazil. I think this is the place we want to see for Brazil. Afro really strong these types of maps, Mania as well, Lucas as well. Leader Ming is I think he's improved quite a bit over the past year or so should be better than he was in last for WC. And definitely should be one of the players who will stand out. And then on Ukraine, I don't really think it's any surprises the players we see in for this map. But getting into this map now, it is quite a challenging map. And I think it's more so down to who holds on to that early combo. If you can combo through the early sections, then you might be able to combo through the later sections. It just shows you're more comfortable on the map. But you will see. Nubs may also play a role in this. Nice early lead though for Ukraine on the accuracy.
The first build up. There goes 2 Ukraine players. It's kind of crazy actually already.
Yeah, this first Ki is really gonna see. We're really gonna see which team is more comfortable. And so far, Brazil looks like it seems to be. As I said, Little Me does find that break, but it is only one compared to Ukraine's double break just before the Ki. And it seems like everyone's gonna hold on, but Lucas does find a break. But we do still have another hard section, and we do see Brian Ruffling breaking, and oh my god, everybody on Brazil barring Afrogen does find a break, and it's Yerema against Afrogen now. So this is a slight combo advantage for Ukraine. We have Magdana and Yerema holding on, so looking good for Ukraine.
Yeah, we talked about how Enable, probably one of the strongest tech players left on Ukraine. Definitely showing his expertise in Aphrodite, also being able to, despite having 95%, still full combo. There goes Lumen's combo in the slow section, which is kind of sad. But 70k scored in favor of Ukraine. We see how the second Ki fares for either side.
No one break on the build up. No one does find a break. But that is not one of the high combos. Mania does find another break, and Afro finds a break. That was the FC on Brazil, and there are no more combos on Brazil. But there is that FC on Yerema and the 700 combo on Magnato. Chip, this is looking like an extremely good break point for Ukraine.
Absolutely. I think Enable has done enough. 1k combo into the last Ki. He's shown that Ukraine still has some answers to Brazil's picking strategy by taking over the tech pick.
Yeah, it's honestly a really strong performance by Ukraine overall. As you see, everybody, barring No One Loves, holding on through that entire hard section, and no one in Brazil was able to hold on. So Ukraine clearly really comfortable on this map. No One Loves finding another break, but that is not one of the high combos. And is it too early to call GG on this map? I think it's over. There is nothing Brazil can muster up, I think.
Yeah, rest of Chernobyl is not that hard. Like, we've already gone through the 2 hardest sections of the map. This is kind of just the outro for most tech players. We'll just see if Enable can close out the FC.
Will he be able to close out the FC? And it seems like he will. There is nothing left in the map, I believe.
Okay,
So,
well done.
incredible score by Yerema, and also an incredible recovery from Magnato. Just insane scores by Ukraine. 2.4 million. That's a very nice team score. And yeah, that's a kind of unexpected breakpoint to say the least. But it just does prove that Ukraine are definitely no slouches on whatever Brazil wants to pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be 1-3 for Ukraine. And yeah, Magneto also gonna be dropping a 700k. Very good score by him. Been a while since I think he's been super active in tournament, but super awesome to see that he's still playing.
Yeah, it's definitely nice to see Magnato still playing. I think
Yeah.
probably one of the more long time tournament players in this lobby. So
Yeah, at this point for sure. Can't think of anybody else that would be older than him.
I think a couple of the players have been playing since since 2020, maybe 2021. But I think Montana's been since a bit earlier. So
yeah. Kirby Twisted probably the other super old one, I guess. He's been here for a while at this point. So
oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. I mean, these guys used to play tournaments I played, so like.
2020?
It's been too long. 2020, 2021, yeah. Anyways. See what Ukraine has up next. DT2 is still open, so Nomad 5 is also open as well, surprisingly, so have a lot of speed options that they can continue to look towards.
Yeah,
And there it is, DT2.
Yeah, I think it's a race against time for Brazil. Brazil might want to try and delay the match as much as possible to just try and get the rest of the speed roster in for this map, but I don't know if it'll be possible. Is ADS still going on? Yeah.
Oh, it's not close. Like it's not gonna be over for a while. I think it's like 5-1, but I don't know if it's bracket reset.
I believe it is bracket reset. Yeah, it is 5-1.
Let me see if this is bracket reset for them.
Yeah, it 100% is. I looked at the chat.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Maybe they'll be able to get him in right at the end.
Yeah, we'll see if they can still make it.
Oh no. Oh no, Lino just leaves mid-match. Oh god. Okay, I'll give a bit of context on this. This is a bit of Brazil 4WC lore here. So in 4WC qualifiers 2023, I don't remember, I think it was DT2. It was exactly DT2. And Lino, I think before that, Lino had gone to take a shower. And then randomly, like just before DT map was about to start, he came back to his PC and he was like, "Guys, I just came back from the shower." Turned his camera on, and he was like embroiled in the towel. And then we were like, "Dude, just like get dressed." And then so yeah, it's regular for him to disappear mid match. So Afro D being in for this map is not a good sign. Afro is not a play you would want to see in for this.
I just left mid match for fun. Koya Maluko, literally when he has to cut his hair. Okay.
Yeah, so Lino is a serial mid-match leaver. But we see here, Chromas are finding a break, and Afro is still holding on, just combo gaming. And Brazil does actually have the combo advantage, but Liramine does find that break, and yeah.
Yeah, well, hopefully he's having an awesome haircut. But maybe he should have left after this map was over.
Look at the Afro combo game, oh my god! Can we just appreciate the Afro combo game real quick? He's trying. Mainly is holding on to his FC, and that is the only FC alongside no one loves. You know what I mean? Finding another break.
Yeah, this one is I don't know if the combo game is doing any justice. I'm surprised he's still holding on, I can't lie.
I also am, especially on this map. This is like briefing. No one loves Brook. Hold on. Does he still have an avenue into this? if maybe Crow Monster breaks it, maybe Brazil can find a comeback? How's he still FC?
Yeah, I have no idea what he's up to right now. Well, it's 400k. Main still is full comboing, and no one loves broke their combo, but there's so many supporting combos on the side of Ukraine. I don't think it's going back anytime soon.
Yeah. Another point to Ukraine, and it is match point, and whoever close out that. Oh my god.
Well, awesome score, man. That was like it was a great showing of a 630k, I think, FC B rank FC. I've really never seen that before. But okay. Well,
Dude.
no idea what he's up to. Yeah, he definitely has no idea what he just did either. Just a 630k FC.
Oh my god.
630k FC on DT might be the lowest FC score ever set in tournament. I can't even lie. I'd actually need somebody to check that, but
Dude,
that's kind of insane. I can't even lie.
I think we just witnessed history. Like that's actually a really good score. Like Afro, that's a genuine, really good stand-in score because he's the last player you would put on this map. Like I can tell you that for free. He's the last player you put in on this map. And the FC.
Beautiful score. Yeah, low AC SS. We had a 68% FC in Germany once. That's crazy. Like
wow.
So it's 4-1 to Ukraine.
Yeah.
I think Brazil is already like honestly, like if I'm Brazil, like we're just having fun. Like if we're missing now 4 players, like they only have 4 players actually here.
Yeah.
Like there's not really anything you can do. Might as well just pick like whatever you want to play at this point. Kind of sucks that it's losers bracket because I think Brazil lost their first match, which is kind of sad because I don't know if it was the scheduling, or early stage, but this Brazil team is actually really good. But I mean, in this case, when you just down 4 players, like what can you do?
Yeah, it's really not a great situation for Brazil, missing so many players. It's especially in a losers bracket match in the World Cup, but unfortunately, luck just did not go that way.
Yeah.
Like going for Hard Rock 2, which I honestly think is the best they can really do. Maybe they'll have a player from the other match be able to hop in now. Maybe Lino is back, who knows?
Hard Rock 3. I don't think that exists yet.
I mean, maybe we can make some exceptions.
Yeah.
But this Hard Rock 2, we've seen quite a few times. It is just your, I guess, kind of standard precision aim map. It is pretty fucking hard to combo unless you're pretty confident on CS 6.5, so yeah. I think Brazil is gonna stick with the same roster for this map. It is a really unfortunate situation for Brazil here.
Yeah. Anyways, Mugen no Hikari gonna be the last pick of the pool. Last pick on the Brazilian side. Hopefully they can score a point, but you know, we'll see what this Ukraine roster is capable of on precision.
Yeah, I honestly think this is the best case for Brazil. Little Ming might not be too comfortable in this, but the other 3 players I think should be just fine on this. But then you are going up against a stacked Ukraine roster, so...
I mean, if anything, I think this might be one of Ukraine's worst skill sets. I can't really think of any prominent precision players on this team. Most of these guys can fill on precision, but, you know, without Territory, without Roman, not too sure how they feel on this map.
Yeah, it is definitely... this is probably the best pick Brazil could have gone for.
Yeah,
given
for sure.
the situation.
But one thing for sure, Ukraine definitely has a pretty comfortable lead. You know, 2 players holding 98.5, and it seems like Brazil is struggling a little bit on this intro. Here comes the first Wiggles on this map. And there goes 2 Ukraine players.
Yeah, KW and Magdano both breaking, so good start for Brazil. They still have some hope.
Yeah, it was main though. I feel like 3 FCs to 2, decent spot for Brazil here. Score lead's gonna shift over. We'll see if either No One Loves or Ryan Rothling can hold on to their combos and, you know, kind of stage a comeback here. I have no idea how to say his name either.
Look at you.
But
You can say look at you.
Lukachu, yeah, he also is gonna find a miss.
Yeah, it's fairly even combo, so those repeated breaks for me isn't really doing Brazil any well. No One Loves does find a break though. That is the other FC gone for Ukraine, so Brazil now in the driver's seat for this map. Not by much due to those 2 recovery combos on Ukraine, but it is a slight combo. He literally finds a break on such a bad section. But that's how these style of maps go. You can miss just about anywhere.
Yeah. Like, we'll see if Afodi can hold his own. Actually, I did not know Kirby Twister was this good at precision. He's still doing very well. Gonna hit the cut stream as well. Here comes these solid jumps. There goes Afodi on it though, and that might seal the deal as it's a pretty great score from Kirby Twister.
Yeah, really doing well on this map. Holding up 98% accuracy still on the FC, and Brazil is able to put up some decent combos on Mani and Lukaku. And oh, there is a break from
Missed
Ukraine
on a
that they
burst.
delete.
Yeah, there's no combos left on Ukraine besides No One Loves 400, but it's being outclassed by Lukaku's 550 here. One more Kia to go.
This
But
next
it is
game will decide it.
130k. Yeah.
If we see another break from Ukraine, then Brazil can steal back this plane, but Brazil again needs to hold on to all of their combos, and Lukaku breaks and Mani breaks, and I think that spells.
Yeah, that's gotta be it.
Brazil.
Anyways, it's gonna be it on Mugen no Hikaru. That's gonna be the end to Brazil's run as Ukraine wins a match in 4WC despite losing half the roster.
Yeah, very well played from Ukraine, and some bad luck going Brazil's way, but unfortunately that's sometimes what happens in tournaments. But still, definitely really good performance from Ukraine. They did play really well, and they did deserve to take this match. And yeah, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
Good attempt. Anyways, that's gonna be it for Brazil.
Yep, we will be saying goodbye to them. Brazil eliminated from 4WC 2025. And Ukraine will now be advancing to losers bracket round 1 quarterfinals. GG well played to Ukraine, and yeah, Brazil, considering the lineup they had, definitely did a good job. Not being able to field a full roster for many maps, but still able to seal away a point. So, commiserations to Brazil, but huge congratulations to Ukraine. Very well played to them.
Oh my god, this No More One has like a diff name with like an emoji, and every time in the match results it just posts the emoji.
Yeah.
This is so funny. This fucking astonished emoji is so dumb. Alright, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Again, congrats to Sudin, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yep, thank you Chip for commentating with me. Thanks Mabasek for reffing, and thank you to RO16 for streaming. And we'll see you for the map showcase. Goodbye.